Well, it's not quite a nor'easter, but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. It's the home opener of this new season between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. Baseball is next. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll get us started in this one under the light.
Number 7.
And we are underway from Fenway as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Well, Matt, we're watching a team that won the last game, put them at 500. Now, they're not where they want to be, and they're still several games back in the division. But you just keep pushing one day at a time, and you never know if you might be able to gain some ground. Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little change-up, follow up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another change-up.
Betts has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping in, number 25. He'll take his first hacks here. Into the windup and the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. After it is Hamilton. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Settling in now, Max Kepler. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's a fastball right down the middle. Now, you might be able to get away with it in the first inning. Guys are still filling him out. But if he's going to have success in this game, Matt, he's going to have to be on the corners with that fastball.
This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Into the box, Chris Davis. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Kepler is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. Here's Chris Davis now. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Chris Davis.
From the stretch. Hit to short. There is Crawford. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Red Sox. Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. Been a fairly decent start to the year. 3-2 in their first 5.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Under it now is Davis to put it away for the first out. So striding in, Xander Bogaerts. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. For Bogaerts, that's his first double on the year. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ripped down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. Coming to the plate now, Hanley Ramirez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Davis shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Quintana sets. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Heading after it is Kepler. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Here's Todd Frazier now. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Third baseman, Todd Frazier.
The pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Hamilton. He's got it 1 away. Here's Steve Pearce now.
Seventh, second baseman, Steve Pearce.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. 1-1. Here it comes. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Castillo going back, and it's gone into the monster seats. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in is the catcher, Giovanni Soto. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that misses. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And Soto's aboard. He's got himself a base hit. So striding forward now, Cabrera. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton is there. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Anderson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set and the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Hamilton. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Stepping into the box, Brandon Crawford. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Brandon Crawford becomes out number 2 this inning. Swing, and that's hit out of play, up into the plaza level. The 0-1 on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Swing and a hot shot toward third. That gets down and the inning continues. He takes the turn and heads for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Now at the plate, Sandy Leon. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, I'm not big on the first pitch changeup, but right there I liked it. He got out front of the swing, and now you got a strike.
Fielded by Pierce. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Striding in, number 25. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Fielder, number 25.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there. Base hit. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Coming in on it is Castillo. 1 out. Here's Chris Davis now. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Here comes the first pitch. This is skied into short left center. Castillo on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in once again, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Davis.
Takes a knee-high fastball. 0-1 count and the pitch. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And this will get past Votto down the line. A fair ball. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's now 3-1. Ready for another chance? Todd Frazier flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. For Davis, he's at second with his 4th double here on the season. On the ground to the left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Stepping into the box, Billy Hamilton. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Billy Hamilton.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. 1 away. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Bogaerts.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Ready on 1-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Hard hit ball to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. There's one. Not in time. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Designated hitter.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
That's a big pitch right there in this situation. I may see him come back with that. This hitter's so amped up, ready to go.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Kepler racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 3-2 contest.
The first baseman.
In is Joey Votto now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Quintana sets. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kepler's there for it. And that's the third out. Here's Steve Pearce now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Second baseman. Steve.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And the changeup is way low that time.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line in right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run. At the plate, Giovanni Soto. A base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot.
39.
Cabrera comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia.
Leading off the
He's
fourth
0 for
inning.
1 thus far.
Second baseman. Dustin Pedroia.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Frazier is there, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Crawford.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Hey, most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Number 25 will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Left fielder.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Rusney Castillo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. Digging in now, Sandy Leon, hoping to cash in following the two-out triple. He's set. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike. Has a look. Now the pitch. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. In to score the runner from third. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And from deep in the hole, a jump throw to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, number 25. A hit in two tries so far.
Number 25.
Hit hard towards center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Ready once again, Max Kepler. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Digging in, Chris Davis.
Yeah, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. And a check swing here. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Woody Keller. It's ball one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. Here's Chris Davis now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. 3 runs already home here. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Todd Frazier now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Frazier.
First delivery to him on the way. Swings through the slider there. Now the 0-1. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Steve Pearce. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far and looking to add to that here. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Pedroia fields it cleanly. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
Xander.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1.
Well, the rain is coming down hard here. It's definitely getting wet out there. Look at the outfielders. Those poor guys, they always get soaked out there in the outfield. All I got to say, though, is I'm glad I'm sitting right here in the booth next to you, Matt, and not down there on the field.
Right.
Here's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Into the windup and the pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Up next for
Here's the
Red
left
Sox,
fielder, Hanley Ramirez.
designated hitter,
He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this
Ramirez.
point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tapped down the line, but that one rolls foul. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto now. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Giovanni Soto.
This one for Crawford at short. Backhanded. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Ready for another
Number
shot
39.
now. Cabrera, 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hamilton is under it. 2 down.
The batter,
Digging
number
in to
7.
try it again. Tim
Shortstop.
Anderson. He flew out in his last at bat. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0 delivery. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Ready once again, Joey Votto.
Leading
0
off
for
for the
2
Red
on
Sox.
his line thus far.
First baseman, Joey Votto.
Here's the first pitch to him. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
The second baseman, number
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Pedroia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
The shortstop, number
Digging in
35.
once again, Brandon Crawford. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Kepler is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Ready for another chance? Number 25 is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
25.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Matt, he's throwing a lot of strikes. Very impressive, right? We just saw a swing and miss. But he may be even more effective if every now and then he throws a ball that's out of the zone. Because they know he's in the zone, they're being really aggressive. If they have to think a little bit, it might not be a strike. It might be good for him.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
So stepping
Center
in,
fielder.
Max Kepler. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the 2nd out.
For the White Sox,
Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Davis.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Castillo ranging back, and it bangs off the monster. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Striding in once again, Chris Davis.
Up next for the White
He'll look to
Sox,
bounce back after
fielder,
striking out his last time up.
Davis.
From the belt, the pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Ready with the 1-0. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. So coming to the plate, Todd Frazier. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Here it comes. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this will get past Votto down the line. A fair ball. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Davis rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's in there with a 2-run triple. Here's Steve Pearce now. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Joe Kelly enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Joe Kelly.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Little dribbler down the line, but it gets foul. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Hard hit ball to second. There to get it is Pedroia. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. A fine play there to end the inning.
7th inning stretch.
Digging in and looking for more, Rusney Castillo. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. Into the windup and the pitch. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Digging in the switch hitter, Sandy Leon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And there's ball 2 now. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Line towards center field. Kepler patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding in, Billy Hamilton. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Takes this the other way to right. Davis is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. At the plate, Xander Bogaerts, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto, now. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Squared that one up just a little late. And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Coming to the plate now, Cabrera. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 7.
Now at the plate, Tim Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive. Standing in, number 25. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. 0-1 count. Here it comes. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Max Kepler, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And Crawford will make the play, and the inning is over. Here's Mookie Betts, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center.
In comes Kepler.
And that's the first out of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. He was a double play victim last time around.
Ramirez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Joey Votto is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Now the pitch. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. Digging in now, Dustin Pedroia. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And here's a ball hit in the air. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Into the box now, Chris Davis. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. Henry Owens comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Henry Owens.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Betts has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Chris
The right
Davis
fielder,
now.
number 6.
He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Into the windup and the pitch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Todd Frazier now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball that time, not even close. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So digging in now, Brandon Crawford. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. 0-1, here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
He's still looking really solid here in the 9th, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game. Got to think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Brandon Crawford is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Davis is under it. Oh, don't know what happened there, but he missed it. Digging in, Sandy Leon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Leon.
Left side. Frazier's up with it. One there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player.